Welcome to your most educative, entertaining, and enlightening program. It is indeed a good day for a healthy living. Permit me to warmly welcome you to this special series of healthy living. We will be educating and enlightening you on how we've been blessed by nature with plants and herbs suitable for food and medicine for your daily healthy living and total well-being. We will further educate you on how you can transform your health with some of these natural medicinal plants like bitter kola, scent leaf, coconut, ginger, garlic, turmeric, etc. and their powerful remedies. This series will enlighten you on how you can use natural plants and herbs to treat and manage reverse health challenges like anxiety, hormonal imbalance, chronic pain, heart disease, fatigue, and so much more. In order to have a professional confirm the efficacies of these natural plants and herbs, we tracked down an expert, a renowned scientist and professor of pharmacognosy, who has contributed immensely to the health and well-being of humanity. He has researched, processed, and packaged some of these natural plants and herbs into medicines, health foods, and teas, so you can have an express access to this powerful gift of nature and their natural remedies for your healthy living, total well-being, and longevity.
Well, this has to be detox tea, and it became more popular during the COVID period when the pandemic was at its peak. Some doctors incorporated in their treatment. Research shows that the active ingredients, andrographis, is active against viruses, including the virus that is seen in COVID-19. Interestingly, a country like Thailand used, because they were waiting for the vaccines and it was slow, they actually used andrographis heavily in their country during that time. So detox tea is also, it does reduce viral and bacterial load, but it has a side effect, weight loss. And it's not drastic weight loss, but it helps you maintain your weight and it drops your blood sugar because it's quite bitter actually, but you get used to it. So that's, I would say this because it does so many things, and we have people who buy it by the box, by the carton all the time. We also have physogen. Physogen, I would say, I think I mentioned it earlier. Okay, I mentioned physogen earlier. This is Miss Physogen tea. It is actually developed for diabetics, but that's the one I was saying that even if you're not diabetic and you get a little naughty with your carbs or sugar intake, you can take it. It will help cut down the sugar. We also have Cifrol here. Cifrol is for also, I mentioned it before. And basically, if you go through the regimen, the complete regimen of 10 bottles of this in 10 days, you would definitely see, or rather experience, a reversal in gastric and peptic ulcer. Now, a clinical trial has actually been done on Cifrol at Nnamdi Azikiwe University. So, and the efficacy is well above 95%. So, we can stand by that. I can go on and on about these products, but one thing I want people to know is that we don't use preservatives. It makes for somewhat of a costly process, because we are having to produce more frequently, but we want to stand by our products. We have to, because of the people that we serve. Our VCO, for instance, people have used it. That's our virgin coconut oil. They've used it for premature babies. This is it. As you can see, it's white like water. It's clear, I should say, like water. And the reason why is cold compressed. We don't add anything to it. I was saying that premature babies use it to increase their weight. So if you're making a product like that for premature babies, for newborns, because they use it for newborns, mothers use it for their nipples that are cracked for their babies, is ingestible, you have to be careful. So our products, when we're making them, we're looking for quality. Sometimes we run into that usual, why is it costing this much? Why is it, it's not about the cost, it's about the quality and the efficacy. We know it works. I can confidently tell you that every product works according to the claims that we have, because they're based on research, they're standardized. More importantly, I know Nigerians, we love to hear they're NAFDAC approved.
Okay, great. Arthritis, one of the things affecting the older persons in the country. Do you have anything for arthritis?
Yes, we do. I want to say topically, shea butter is still the secret. So we produce shea butter, we plain shea butter. I think these are the shea butter options we have. So that's for topical. But the tea that you want to take for that reason would be Vernonia ocimum, because it has scent leaves, and scent leaves has research backing that it helps with anti-inflammation. And I would usually, we top it with the Garcinia. Garcinia is bitter cola, predominantly in capsule. And bitter cola also has shown, Garcinia has shown in research that it has very strong anti-inflammatory properties. Now, little science. Anytime you hear itis, it means inflammation. So Garcinia, we have people using Garcinia to manage different forms of inflammation. And when aging, one of the challenges of aging is that you have increased chances of inflammation. That's why there's so much pain that comes with aging for some people. So if you can cut down on foods that cause inflammation and complement it with Garcinia and capsules, and this tea has bitter leaf and scent leaves blended. It helps with arthritis.
What's the name of the tea again?
Vernonia ocimum tea.
Great.
And then the Garcinia.
All right, great. And one other issue is actually facing health challenge facing Nigeria is the eye.
Yes.
We have a lot of issues with eyes. You hear bad eyesight, what do they call it again? Cataracts here and there. What products do you have to address that?
Well, we have not developed something specifically for that, but most of the challenges with the eyes still stems from inflammation, pressure, glaucoma, pressure of the eyes. So we have some of our clients opting to take Garcinia, but like one capsule in the morning, one in the evening, and they've reported improvement. And there is, again, it's focusing on the inflammation part of what causes the eye problems. So when people say they have pressure and all that, that takes it off. But we don't have a product right now that is specifically designed for that. I'm saying right now because we're working on something.
Progress.
Everything we produce, yes, everything we produce has to be backed by research.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, how about one of the greatest women challenge? Fibroid.
Yes.
Do you have anything for fibroid?
Again, we're working on something, but the product that people have been using for fibroids is, I don't know if it's here, erovit. They combine erovit with Garcinia. Erovit is one of our products, yeah. Erovit, because it helps regulate hormones. There's research showing that there's a connection between hormonal imbalance and fibroids, and this again, inflammation. And sometimes when people actually have the mass growing, they combine this with Immunovit The two of them are mushroom-based supplements. Immunovit is it helps boost your immune system, but the combination of both of them, research shows, is they are Chinese-based mushrooms. Research shows that it shrinks tumors. But the thing is that it's not that it goes into your body and says, let me shrink tumors. It actually reduces their absorption of oils in masses. So that way that it cuts down on cholesterol, for instance. So while it's doing that, it's able to, most tumors feed on oil, really. So it is able to reduce it. However, I want to clarify that they were not designed to do that, but that's what they do in turn. So what we have, people, some people who have reported some success, they take these three, because this is for inflammation, and this two is to boost the immune system while the tumor is shrinking. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
All right, nice one. Do we have anything that addresses kidney or heart problem from the products?
Heart, yes, we do. This is a red tea. It's BSAP tea. It's red. It's special because most of the teas are not red. Yes, and yeah, exactly. It's red. It's a heart tea. It helps reduce BP, blood pressure. So it's good for your heart health. And you can take it. You can take it in the morning and in the evening, or some people, when they're really having real, challenges with their BP, they'll take it morning, afternoon, and night. But no preservatives there. And this is your Zobo, but it's standardized. So in a way that we know that that's what your body can take at a time. Okay. So that's one of the beauties of what we do. They're all standardized.
That's for heart.
Heart. Yes.
Kidney?
For kidney, we don't have an exact product for it, but I know people use Immunovit quite a bit for kidney health because it's one of the things that the mushroom here, Ganoderma, by the way, Ganoderma, you can Google and see what Ganoderma, the benefits of Ganoderma. It's been used by Chinese medicine for thousands of years, I think going on 2,000 years plus. So it helps with kidney health. It preserves the kidney. And more importantly, when it comes to the kidney, if the kidney is working well, there are things that we can also do to help ourselves. Drinking water. Water is underestimated. They say you're supposed to drink 3 liters a day. And whenever you say, people say, oh, I'm gonna. But if you can, just try to take water. And more important, like I said, it's a lifestyle. You don't just drink water when you're thirsty. Because if you do so, when you're thirsty, your body is already dehydrated. So it's asking you to drink. But if you drink water, think of it like watering a plant. So you need to water your body. So that also complements kidney health. But Immunovit is what people predominantly come for kidney health. Okay. That's what we have for now.
I also heard that your beautiful products also have a range of hair cream that does magic to the hair or something.
Yes, we have shea. It's a shea butters, but we've done a little more than we have the plain shea butter. But what we did, we whipped it so it can be lighter. Shea butter is usually heavy and it smells heavy, but we just whip it. So when we whip it industrially, it's lighter. So we have that. That's the traditional one. And then we have shea butter. We recommend it for deep hair conditioning. It has virgin coconut oil, honey, and shea butter. But I tell you, I use this for my skin because one of our clients came and said, are you sure this is what you have in here? I said, yes. He said, but all 3 are good for the skin, which is true. Coconut oil, good for the skin. Shea butter, good for the skin. Honey, good for the skin. So she said she started using it, and I tried it. I can understand why she's using it. It's really, no, it's not going to lighten you, but it maintains your tone and moisturizes the body and keeps and locks the moisture in, which is the secret to having a soft skin. Because sometimes if you use certain products, the oil will be superficial, but the ones that go right in, your skin feeds on them, and the moisture is trapped in there and locked up. So that's what it does. And then we have another one, the third one, I don't see it here, but it has peppermint in it. So definitely if you have dandruff and all that, it will help, because peppermint will also, because of the effect of the peppermint, it can actually stimulate hair growth. So those are the 3 products we have. We do have people that use virgin coconut oil for their hair as well. But it's not, because this is all natural, it's not the intended purpose, but it works for them, so, yeah.
All right, great. I see a product behind us there. The one in the back looking
this one?
sumptuous. Yes. What
Ooh,
does it do for us?
your eyes, you have very good eyes. Well, this is our coconut flour. And ours is different from most in the market because we are focusing on introducing fiber to diets, especially people who are on special diets. So it has both the pericarp, that's the brown part of the pericarp, the brown part of the coconut, as well as the inside, the fleshy part. Reason why is to increase the antioxidant that is present and increase the fiber. You will need a binder with this, so you can use finer flour just a little bit to bind it because it's really high fiber, but it's really good for diabetics, really because you have your swallow, but you won't have to worry about the starch intake. It fills you up fast, so in terms of weight it also helps with that. Some people actually drink this, they put milk, they drink it like cereal, but it's very high fiber. It also helps with bowel movement, obviously, because it has high fiber. But it's made of coconut. Again, no preservatives whatsoever.
That's great. I see another one up there. The one on the top.
This one?
Yes.
Oh, I love these because they also have Ganoderma. Ganoderma is the same product that you find here. And why do we use Ganoderma in these 3 products? Because Ganoderma is an immune booster. So literally, this one is coffee, and it boosts your immune system as you're drinking it. One thing we found that it does is that it suppresses appetite. So if you want to be on a diet because it's highly nutritious, it's coffee, very rich coffee with Ganoderma, you can take it in the morning. It can suppress your appetite for 6 to 8 hours. So those people who are into intermittent fasting and all that, this is really good. But the whole idea is to find ways to boost people's immune system that is not the traditional or the conventional way of taking medicine. So this is the coffee, and this is the green tea. Also has Ganoderma, but we know not everybody likes coffee, so there's something for the tea lovers as well. Yes. So this, they're twin products.
All right, great. Let's just take a minute and talk about men's health.
Okay.
Something to help with fertility in men.
Yes. Low sperm count is erovit. That's what we recommend, and that's what we've heard success stories about. It helps with low sperm count. There's some things in the pipeline. We are hoping in the nearest future we'll actually focus on sexual health. We're currently developing something called Sexual Health Hub, because the truth of the matter is sexual health is part of health, but sometimes people don't feel comfortable talking about it. So we are going to find comfortable ways to talk about it. So erovit is definitely one. Garcinia for anti-inflammation, prostate health. This is highly recommended. People increase the dosage if they already have an enlargement of the prostate. But if it's to prevent it, you can take low doses of it for prevention. So that's what we have now. But I'm excited to also say that we have things in the pipeline for men's sexual health, and we're hoping that we'll get to the market either the end of this year or beginning of next year. So I'm really excited about that. And we're fishing and researching to see what we can put out there for female sexual libido too. So we're working. Yeah.
Wow. That's great. All right, nice one. It's been a nice time speaking with you, and you enlightening and educating the nation on what you have on your table. Now, general health. You don't need to be sick before you take any of your products. Which product is that? Just to keep going with life, just keep maintaining your health on a daily basis. You take this, you take that, not like you are sick or you're done with any ailments.
A very good question. Let me use myself, because I always tell my colleagues that you're not a good salesperson or marketer if you're not using the product, because you have to say something. I think I've already mentioned how I use Physogen and I'm not diabetic. Literally, I surround myself with our products. I intentionally do that. So with virgin coconut oil, for instance, you don't need to be sick. It's a good moisturizer. Some people mix it with their lotions, and so for topical use, perfect. But I use it to make salad dressing in my house. So I soak carrot. You grate the carrot, put it in there, put a bit of seasoning to your taste. Garlic, whatever you need, leave it for about 7 days. So when osmosis takes place, then you have your salad dressing. It's wonderful. You can't go wrong. Low cholesterol. So again, you're not sick. You will be fine taking it. Another one I love to take when I want to relax. I have some friends over. In fact, my friends know me. I say, come over for tea, BSAP. Because it's just for relaxation. It makes it's good for BP, but even if you don't have BP, it helps you relax. It's comparable to chamomile. So it helps have that soothing effect. If you by the time you do it in the evening, you're ready to go to bed. If it's not the evening, you're very relaxed. Again, you're not sick. Then I have detox tea that I told you, I drink a flask every day. In my office, that's what I'm drinking. I'm so used to it. I find it refreshing, even though it's bitter, but I find it refreshing. I think I'm so used to it now, but I give my body a break. So I literally 5 days a week, I'm taking a flask. Then Saturdays and Sundays, I switch to water drinking, because I need to compensate for the water that the tea allows me to drink. Why is it important? And like I said earlier, we literally are exposed to so many elements that we don't even see. So instead of waiting to know that you've been hit with it, then you do. Now, if you don't want to drink a flask, another thing I do is, like, if I feel like I've been in a crowded space because of COVID, I come home and I make a concentrated cup, just a cup of detox tea to cleanse my system. I love taking that sort of cup last thing at night. Some say it has a soothing effect. Drowsiness, I don't know, because usually when I drink it, I go to bed. But I know in the morning when I wake up, I feel so much better. Now, there's this bit of a gift that detox gives to men when they drink it at night before they go to bed. So again, it's one of those things we're exploring in our sexual health hub, because it's an unintended pleasant side effect.
The Interseeds dietary and supplement products, as discussed on the program, is available via the link displayed on your screen. You can call the number as well. Remember to like our page, watch our programs on YouTube, subscribe, and follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on the screen. For questions concerning health, other inquiries, partnership, sponsorship and participation on the program, please WhatsApp or SMS us on the number displayed on your screen.